Hi Paula, I wanted to make a video for you so you could update some of your text and make some changes to your website. Now the one thing I'm not going to show you is how to make a new post because it's actually a little bit complicated and if you want I can make it in a separate video. Alright, so here we go, I'm on your site. I just went to the URL at the top and I'm going to press escape on the keyboard, ESC, and when I hit escape, it's going to take you to a login page. That's where you're going to log in with your credentials and then it'll take you to this. So I kind of have that in between step because I'm already logged in. Now, what I can do here is on the left-hand side, I can go to my pages. And this is going to include all the pages on your website. And you have a lot of them because also every banner on every page is considered a page. So you can go through and see. Now starting at the top here, you can see this is your navigation. So it's following these 7 buttons on the right side. So we have home, general, beauty, wellness, healthcare, identity, about, and contact. You can see those right here on the side. So a really easy change for you to do is say you want to update your about copy. If I click here on the About page on the left-hand side, you can see here as I roll over, it's asking me if I want to edit something. I can go to the right-hand side here, and I can see that I can edit my page content. Now you'll notice that that's not an option all the time, but as you scroll over this main section, then you get page content edit. So I'm going to hit edit. And now I can actually go in here and retype, bold, italic, make links, quotes, take off, change anything I want to do. So I could do that for awards, so on and so forth. Even down here, brands I've worked on. Now, let's say I want to update some of the brands I've been on. Now, I haven't done this yet, but as you roll over, you can see this is set up as a gallery. So this, you can go in here and edit. And you can see all the brands that are existing in here. So if I wanted to delete one, I can come roll over it and there's a little garbage can. So I could roll over and delete any of these brands, and I can hit this little plus button at the bottom right to add a brand. So you can add and subtract from your brands here on that page. So when you're done with that page, you have to hit save. I'm going to hit cancel because I don't want to do anything. And it'll come back to the view of your navigation. So same with your home page. So this is going to be the same for all these different sections. Now, when we go to your general, for instance, you have these hero images with a headline, subhead, and a button for each one. So let's say we want to change some text in one of these. I'm going to go to that section, let's say the Westfield Mall, because we just added that. There it is, Westfield Mall. I can come over here where it says Edit, Banner, Settings. And for this one, I'm going to go to Settings. Now, when I go to Settings, what we can see here is what it's going to say in the navigation, what the slug is. Just ignore that. Don't change those. Those are all linked up. Westfield, the page title is what it is. That's what this is here. And then here's the description. So I could change it here. And then here's our button, what that says. So I can change the text here in the page description and the page title to be able to change that text. Now if I wanted to change this image in the background, I would have to go to Media, which is the third tab, and you can see there's my image. And I could either throw that out, edit the image, change the image, and if I want to change it all completely, I would delete it first, and then I can add it back. So here I can see all my controls for just this section, for that hero image with the headline and subhead. So I'm going to hit cancel because I don't want to change anything. Now let's say I wanted to change the text for this page where it goes to. Now that is all the way down below. So your actual pages for your work is under the not linked section. They're not linked to the main navigation is what that means. So from here, let's say I have to, from this whole list, I have to find the Westfield Mall. Oh, there it is, Westfield Mall. And now this is a page that when you click on that My Work button, it goes to. So you can see all that here. Now, on the individual pages, we have the image at the top again, so I could change that banner if I wanted to. Change what it says here in the settings. Come down here, like I said on the About page, I can edit this page content. And in here you can see, like, this is how I highlighted this and I bolded it, so it's bold. Now here's a video that I added. So if I hit edit, you can see this. So this is where I went back and did the question mark rel equals 0, and I added that from each one. So you can see that here. Now I also chose to use a custom thumbnail. So for some of these videos that you wanted a specific image, I can upload that here as well. And then this has a little bit of text that's not being displayed, but it'll help with some SEO. So this is how I could change that. I'm just gonna hit cancel. And then kind of the pain in the butt of some of your pages is because it can go back and to the next, and when we reorder, you would have to change those buttons. That was one of the things that I had to alter. And what I can do there is if I click on here, roll over it, I'm just rolling over, you can see I can edit that button, and I have to put where I would want this to go back to. So this takes a little bit of organization. This one goes back to Yoroke, and this one goes back to Escada. All right, I don't want to change either of these, so I'm going to hit cancel there. And that's going to bring me back to here where I would have to hit save to update that page. And again, I'm just going to hit cancel. So there's two parts here, which is the thumbnail image that's under the category. And then there's also the page itself, which is down below under unlinked. And that will help you that you can update images, you can update text, you can update videos in the existing spaces. All right, Paula, I hope that helps just give you a start. I know being a creative writer and a copywriter that you want to be able to go in there and change your text as easily as possible. And you can do that, you know, by just very easily. I think you can, so hopefully that helps keep your website on track.